mentally deranged. Welcome back to Tic Talks. Today I will be covering the subject of neck jerking tics. Um, I don't really have a lot of neck jerking tics. I tend to have a lot more variety of them. I don't really repeat tics in a tic set all that often. As you can see currently, I do have a neck jerking tic. It's just that's pretty much it. There you go. So I is see when I have a tic attack, when I do have a neck jerking tic there or in my tic set, it hurts a lot. It puts a lot of stress on your neck and your just head in general. So it's constantly like doing motions like this and like it's like just putting a lot of stress on your neck, and it just it's just it's the type of thing where it's like it's gonna hurt a lot, but it's everything you think of and more, if that makes sense. Like if you feel a neck jerking tic coming on and you know you're about to have a tic attack, you already anticipate a lot of pain, but it's a lot more than what you initially, like, you underestimate the pain. Instead of like a band-aid situation is where, oh my god, it's gonna hurt so bad. Oh, okay. It's oh my god, the band-aid's gonna hurt so bad, and it like rips off your skin. In that case, that would be a good analogy. Um it's it's hard to deal with, most like all of the rest of Tourette's, but it's harder to deal with because your head's like flopping around all over the place, and you kind of look funky in public. Also, another topic I'm going to talk about today, ticking in public. My experience with ticking in public, oh my god, I have to fix this hat. Oh, okay. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so my experience with ticking in public is not that bad, actually. I think it's it's more hyped up in like, oh my god, you get looked at, you get stared at in public. Oh my god, people are so judgmental. A lot of people don't even pay it any attention, and I think that just might be the crackhead town I live in. But like, I'll I'll tick at like a mall, like a really busy like mall food court by my family. I'll be talking to my family, and I'll tick, and as I'm walking past people, I'll tick, and they don't really, a lot of people don't really mind it. Like people that I'm not directly interacting with, like just walking past people, they don't really pay it any attention. I bet they're just focusing on other things, and it's it depends the level of awkwardness depends on who exactly you are basing the awkwardness off. Because if it's someone that you're not talking to, someone's just kind of looking at you, just like, what? And then it's like, it's a bit awkward, but I can deal with it. I don't know them. It's not having any bearing on me, but it just kind of makes me feel a little bit alienated. If it's like, say, you just went to a gas station, you're in the gas station place, and you're getting some candy or something, and you're talking with the cashier, and you tick a few times. They look at you funky, and you're like, "Are you okay?" They're just like, "Oh yeah, I've got Tourette syndrome. Do you know what Tourette syndrome is? No, I don't. Oh, no, I don't. So, oh, Tourette syndrome is where you make moves sounds you can't control. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you get better. I hope it clears up for you. I hope you have a better life, whatever. And people that you actually explain it to, and people that are open to that kind of stuff, are pretty understanding of it. But people that say are like, dude, why you, dude, dude. It's I'll explain like this. People that you tell that you have a mental disorder, like, wow, I don't care. Those are the type of people that I'm talking about that gets awkward. Because if you have that person as the cash register person, they'll be looking at you like, what the fuck's wrong with you, dude? Like, stop moving. And you're just like, I can't. And then he's like, well, of course you can, unless you're fucking messed out. And then you're like, no, dude, I have Tourette syndrome. And he's like, no, that's where you swear all the time. No, it's movements and sounds you can't control. It's an actual disorder. And he goes, no, bro, you're just lying and you're using it as excuse. Da, da, da. And they just they don't really just understand. They're scared of what they don't understand, so they just write everything off as fake or lie. They just write everything off as like fake, or you're lying, or you're faking it to get attention, or something like that. And oh my god, that's better. They just they look at you and they're like, dude, you're such a shitty person. Even if this imaginary disease called Tourette's that you're talking about is real, you're a shitty person for faking it. And you're just like, I'm not faking it, and it's a real disease, and you know you're not faking it because, well, you can't really fake that kind of stuff. You can't really fake that kind of stuff. Especially when it's like, that invasive on your, like, social life. You can't really, there's no really way you can actually fake it and, like, keep up with it for, like, years. It's just not really feasible. Ticking in public for, like, at a movie theater with a vocal tick. Now this is where stuff starts to get awkward, because you're say if you have, like, say a cough, or clearing your throat, or humming, or yelling, or screaming expletives, or coprolalia, which is the same thing, echolalia. Coprolalia is utterance of obscene language, and echolalia is the utterance of repeated words into your hearing holes. Say if you were to like to say cheeseburger around a person with echolalia, if you were to say it like 5, 10, maybe 15 times around them, if they're having a really bad tic attack, then they'll just start repeating cheeseburger, 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 cheeseburger as like a vocal tic. I had it once. I was stuck saying anal rape for like 30 minutes. What the fuck has my life come to? Anyway, oh hello. This is my mascot. Come here, come here. This is my cat. I love you. You're my cat. He's cool. He's nice. Ooh. Anyway, I think ticking in public is something that you should only openly and willingly do if you're entirely comfortable with your severity of Tourette's. Because if you have extremely severe Tourette's and it's like you're ticking every like 30 seconds, then it's sort of a double lose thing because you don't wanna hold it in, but you don't want to let it out at the same time. Because if you hold it in, all of it's gonna just compound and compound and compound and compound, and eventually your Jenga tower is gonna fall over, and all of it's gonna come out at once. But you also kind of don't really want to let all of it out because that would look extremely odd to people that don't know what Tourette's is. Because a lot of the world is uneducated about Tourette's, and it's kind of a touchy subject when you start talking with it about people. And I think ticking in public with Tourette's, if it's mild, unless you're in a really, really uncomfortable situation, I'd say let it out as much as possible. Because holding it in is pretty harmful unless you're in a situation as to where it's like you're at a funeral or you're in the middle of class and your teacher does not accept or know or understand or believe you that you have Tourette's. I'd say either holding it in or trying to hold it in would be the greatest move there. But in a public place where you can kind of hide it easily, I think letting it out would be the best possible route. And with severe, I think suppression for your Tourette's tics, I think it's not optimal, but it's definitely an option. Because severe Tourette's, it's really bad. It can get worse too over time. Like say if you're having a tic attack, it can get really, really bad. And I've been there. I've done that. I know how it feels. And not to say my Tourette's is like super severe or anything. It's middle range. But it's kind of the thing that it's kind of like whatever you're comfortable with doing and whatever you're socially comfortable with doing and physically comfortable with doing, do that, because I can't really dictate what's healthy for you or what makes you comfortable. That's you to decide, but this is what works out for me, and this is just what works out for the general like public or public setting. So oh, I forgot to do my disclaimer. Do not use my words as official medical diagnosis or information or education. These TikToks are they are purely for informational use only, not educational. If you need educated on a disease or a disorder such as Tourette's that I mention in these TikToks, please do thorough web research on the topic before you take it to heart and think that is what it means. Because me doing these videos, it's me sitting down in front of my closet. This is my closet. It's my closet. This is me sitting down in front of my closet and talking about my past experiences. I don't think that you could build a healthy lifestyle on opinion and information that is lacking in proof. Just, please don't use my words as education. Please use it as information and advice. Like, minor advice. Don't live by what I tell you. Only, take it to heart and use it if it's comfortable for you. Do what is comfortable for you, not what is comfortable for me. So, that's about it for my TikTok for today. Thank you guys for watching and listening on whatever you're doing right now. Random thought of the day. I'm going to start doing that. Pork ramen is, in my eyes, the best ramen. You can fight me on that. I will fight you on that. Okay.